So you guys ready to talk some tech? Good deal. I see a lot of notepads out. I see a lot of pens, and I definitely recommend that being the case because this morning we're going to roll up our sleeves and get into some tactics, some nitty-gritty, some strategies, some details to help you guys promote the challenge when it comes to online. Is that okay with everybody? Perfect. You know, it's interesting. When I first got started in this industry, which was a little over a decade ago, I remember the very first rule that I got taught. And the very first rule that I got taught was something called the 3-foot rule. How many of you guys that have been in the industry before, maybe in Vital, have never heard of the 3-foot rule before, which means anybody that's within 3 feet from, what do you have to do? Talk to them, right? That was like the very first thing that I got taught, right? That was the number one principle to go build your business was if anybody that comes within 3 feet from you, go ahead and talk to them about your business. And I'll be honest with you guys, the industry over the last decade has been through a lot of transformation in itself. Because I remember 10 years ago as a distributor, right? 18, 19 years old, you know, where we'd have to fire ourselves up. True story, right? Fire ourselves up to go down to the local mall, right? You know, and sit there. And I remember walking around like this nervous anxiety, right? Going over, you know, looking for, quote unquote, a sharp prospect, right? And I remember just the anxiety that would come over, but, you know, how am I going to open up this conversation, right? What are we going to, some of you guys are just, I can see the flashbacks going for a few of you. It's interesting, right? But that's how we grew our business, because that was the only way for you really to go out there and get outside your own personal network, was to go out there and meet people. And I think it's safe to say, here we are about a decade later. Have things changed a little bit, ladies and gentlemen? You know, I mean, it is amazing how far technology has come in such a short time period and what that's doing for our industry. It's literally redefining the way that our industry grows. And, you know, it's interesting now because I still find myself teaching the 3-foot rule. It's just not between you and the prospect at the mall, but more like the 3 feet between you and your computer screen. And instead of having to identify that sharp prospect or that one person, you're one click away from hundreds of millions of people. And that's what we're going to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen. I call it the Facebook factor. How many of you guys have seen the article already in the Success from Home magazine? You guys like the magazine or what? I mean, so they asked me, it was interesting, they were putting together the Success from Home magazine, and they had slotted in there a place for a technology article. Right? And they gave me a list of individuals, like who do you want to feature in terms of teaching technology and how it applies to your industry. I look at the list, I'm like, man, we know a lot more than all the people on this list, so they just let me write the article. Was that okay for all of you guys? So what I'm going to be doing is taking the steps that are defined in that Success from Home magazine and diving into a little bit of detail. And this will be a first for many of you guys. Someone asked me, is this different than the webinars you've been doing or what I watched on Vinet? The answer is yes, because as the technology is constantly evolving, so is our understanding of it, our application of it. We're getting feedback real time every single day on what's working, right, from all of you guys, and I appreciate that. How many of you guys in this room have already generated business off Facebook? You guys look around the room, round of applause for all of you guys. I mean, that's an amazing thing. So that's kind of the gist, right? Social media, Web 2.0 technology. I don't want to get stuck in a lot of tech talk with all of you guys up here this morning, but when we talk about social media, it's a pretty big buzzword. When we talk about this Web 2.0 thing, pretty big buzzword, all we're talking about is where the internet has come in terms of tools that allow us as people to communicate and collaborate. So I want you guys to understand, when you ever hear those terms, it's what's allowing us as people to do what? Communicate, to interact. And, you know, when we finally figured that out, myself, Nick, and Ryan, it was about 5 years ago, and we sat there and said, wait a minute, isn't our whole business model all based on people doing what? Communicating. So when we realized that the tools that were being developed were the most efficient and effective ways to allow people to communicate and collaborate at speeds and velocities that have never before been possible, we knew at that very minute that that would redefine our very industry. And that's what put Visalis on the track of this about 5 years ago. That's what's kept us years ahead of every competitor out there. And that's what gives you guys the education to go out there and have an edge over everybody else in the home-based business space. Are you guys excited about that? Right? So that's the gist when we talk about the Facebook factor. Literally, I believe right now, right, is the biggest shift that we will all go through in our lives. It's happening right now. And you guys don't even know that you're a part of it. How many of you guys have already had some sort of technology, website come into your life that totally changed your normal routine or your normal actions? Give me an idea of a website, a technology, something that's changed the way you go about it every single day. Go ahead and shout it out. Yeah, eBay, Facebook, text messaging, what else? You know, it's interesting, like we're driving in cars these days, and it's like, you know, it's impossible to get lost because you either have navigation in your dashboard or everybody in the phone has, you know, Google Maps or Easy Navigator or all the stuff. I mean, it's crazy, right? We're going through massive, massive shifts. To deny that or not accept that would be naive. I'll share with you guys a little bit about Facebook in particular. When we talk about social media, there's so much stuff out there. It is a never-ending ocean. I promise you that. It's never-ending because it's always growing. But Facebook seems to be the favorite when it comes to people getting started in using this type of technology to go out there and promote, especially ViSalus. It's what we choose to train, simply because it's the biggest. If you guys aren't familiar with these stats, by 2010, aka this year, Gen Y will outnumber the baby boomers. Gen Y will outnumber the baby boomers, and 96% of them have joined a social network. You guys got to think about this, all right? I'm talking about opportunity. To reach 50 million users, it took radio 38 years, TV 13 years, internet 4 years, the iPod 3 years, Facebook added 100 million users, double that in less than 9 months. Okay? Again, we're talking about the rate of change, the velocity of change. Right off the Facebook stats, if Facebook were a country, it'd be the 4th largest country in the world between United States and Indonesia. There's more than 400 million active users on Facebook, 50% log on every single day. You guys, I mean, are you kidding me? I look at this and I'm like, nobody ever has to go to a mall again. You know, I mean, as long as we learn how to use the technology, okay? Now, I've broken this down into 4 simple steps. Here's the good news about where this training has evolved. I used to stand up here and bounce around a lot of different ideas, give you guys a lot of recommendations on what we see working. We boiled this down into 4 things that I know every single person in this room can do. This is going to be simple. It's going to be what? Simple, okay? I will give this training with the assumption that all of you in this room already have a Facebook account. Is that okay with everybody, okay? I'm going to assume that you at least know the basic navigation. You can get your way around a Facebook. If you're here for the first time in your first introduction, take notes, grab this. Everything we're doing is being video recorded, okay? So you guys will have that on the event DVD. You can rewatch it over and over again, but because we will go pretty quickly. So we're going to go over 4 basic steps, and before I dive into these, I want to give some real-life examples. I've been testing this stuff on small, intimate levels, one-on-one education with a lot of our leadership. And do I have James Cardova in the room? I know he's, okay, James is right here in front. You can stay right there. Do I have a handheld? If I can get a handheld to the front if we do have one. You guys, I sat down with James. How long ago was it when I was in Salt Lake? You know the date exactly. Okay, so I sat down with James on April 1st. And we were in between meetings. He was out there in his market. We were getting ready for an event. And, you know, actually, I think one of our meetings ended up no-showing, right? So we had about an hour segment where I sat down, and he was actually one of the very first people I gave this 4-step format to. I sat down with just him for about, you know, an hour. I didn't tell him at the time that was the first time I broke it down like that and gave him the information, right? But I walked him through this, and James, without going into a lot of detail and testimonies right now, just pure numbers, okay, on the last, whatever, how many months it's been since April. If you can just stand up and let everybody, do we have a microphone? If you can, I guess they're not in here. If we can get a handheld, we will need that. If you can go ahead and just let everybody know, since April, just pure customer growth results. Have you generated any business, anything in terms of just applying, just Facebook, not your traditional group?
On April 1st, I had a meeting with Blake in regards to Facebook. He said, James, basically get over 2,000 in customer volume and focus on sharing stories. In April, I generated 1,100 in new customer volume just from Facebook. Then in May, did the same thing, an additional 1,100 in customer volume from Facebook. And then June, it just got out of control. Over 3,000 in customer volume, had over 5,700 in customer volume just from Facebook in June, applying the 3 months. Sharing stories, having people get involved, and having new people that had experience share their stories on Facebook.
You guys give it up for James Cardova. You guys, I want you to understand what he just said. $5,700 in personal customer volume, 100% off of, for those of you guys that know the comp plan, when you're over that type of volume mark, what are you making on per? Do the math, okay? 25% commission on $5,700 in personal customer volume just by applying for steps. Okay? I wanted James to say that. I know that a lot of you guys have those stories and different results. His was very quantifiable because it was only 3 months ago. And the thing I love about James is I told him once, and he actually listened, and then what did he do? He did it, okay? So knowing that that potential is out there for all of you over the next 4 months, how many guys over the next 90 days wouldn't mind having over $5,000 in personal customer volume? Okay, pay attention. So let's go ahead and dive in. So let's go ahead and dive in. We're going to start with establishing your brand. Here's step number 1. Establish your what? Brand. Most people fail. They log on to Facebook, they get all excited, they're like, oh, look, I can add friends, right? And they start adding, right? Everybody, they get so excited, oh, I'm excited about the challenge. They start posting everything, not realizing that if you don't take the time to set up your Facebook correctly, most of that is in vain. Most people don't realize this, okay? Here's what's cool about the social media and that type of technology. Thank you, Lindsay. It's allowing all of us to create a brand. All of us to create a what? Brand. Now, I know that's a funny thing to say. Some of you guys maybe resist that. Old school thinking, when I say brand, right? Normally that's reserved for celebrities, right? Normally that's reserved for people that have the cash, right, to put into advertising, brand building. You guys, in old school media, that was the case. New school, Web 2.0, every single person can create a massive brand quicker, faster, more effectively, and cheaper than ever before in history. And you guys, that's the power of this. Now, don't get me wrong. When I say brand, I'm not talking about you got to make a logo for your name, okay? When I say brand, I'm not talking about a company, right? When I say brand, here's what I mean. Branding is the way people feel about you. The way people what? The way people feel about you. As soon as you put yourself out there on the internet, you are starting your own personal brand building. My question is, what message are you getting across? Okay? The minute you create your profile, you are letting people know what your brand is. When someone goes to your Facebook profile, how are they going to feel? What's the instant thing that what are they going to think immediately? Everybody judges a book by its, they do, no matter what you say, right? That's your cover, right? What are they going to say as soon as you go out there? Are they going to look at you instantly and in a matter of a couple seconds, are they going to say, that's a person I'd want to know. That's a person I'd want to work with. That person looks like they add value. That person looks like they're fun. That person looks like they're interesting. Or are they going to say, that person spends way too much time on Mafia Wars, right? You guys know what I'm talking about? I mean, you get that in seconds. I mean, you had someone's profile page. You guys, we are trained as people to take in a lot amount of data, make quick decisions and judgments like that. We do it every single day, don't we? Here's what you don't know. Everybody's doing it about you every single day. And what you don't realize is how many people are watching your Facebook profile. You guys, you don't know. You'll hear stories. So when we talk about brand building, what I'm really referencing on Facebook is I'm talking about your profile. Your what? Profile. Okay, a couple different things. Okay, and I apologize for kind of the lighting over there, but you guys all know what a Facebook profile looks like. Very first thing, your profile photo. What does it say? Okay, your profile photo is the most important thing on Facebook. What does it say? When I look at your profile, what's my instant gut reaction? How am I going to about you? Okay? Is it an authority? Are you a family person? Do you look like a fitness expert, right? Do you look like a mom with their kids? You know, what reaction am I going to get out of your profile photo? It's the number one thing that you got to get right on Facebook because people are going to judge your profile photo more than anything else. You guys are like, this is really simple, right? But most of you guys in the room, I guarantee you, have not strategically thought out what profile photo you put on your Facebook. And every single time you post, people are making judgments based on your what? Simple things, okay? After the photo, the second most important thing is what's called your wall. What's called your what? Wall. Okay, your wall is your profile page. Every time you post something to Facebook, it is going to show up on your what? Wall. You guys, I equate your wall to your porch of your house. And the reason I call it the porch of your house is, how many of you guys have walked up to a house, just had, an elegant, great-looking entry. You walked in, you're like, you just knew this place was going to be nice, it was going to be fancy. Have you ever been to a place like this, right? It was very inviting. How many of you guys have ever walked into a house, right? Maybe someone you didn't know, right? You walked into a house, and it was just like garbage, trash, not taken care of, dead this, dead that. Walk in, and you're like, what am I walking into? Anybody been in that experience, okay? That's your wall. That's your wall. If I go hit your profile wall, what's on it? Is there things of value? Is there things that are intriguing? Is it something that's interesting? Or is it full of quizzes that you took, right? Random, and I know Facebook's kind of a pain with this, because every time you do anything in Facebook, they'd like to throw it on your what? Wall. You guys, clutter, debris, garbage, remove it. One of the most valuable buttons on Facebook is in the upper right. When you scroll, it says what? Remove, okay? You need to remove your clutter. You need to keep your wall clean. Heaven forbid someone else starts throwing garbage on your wall. How many of you guys have ever had someone post something to your Facebook wall? Who got annoyed on that one? You guys take note. Remove it, okay? And it's okay to delete people. You guys, in Facebook world, it's okay to delete people. Facebook doesn't tell them you deleted them. Okay? I don't know, right? It's okay. If you have people, posting stuff, random comments, things out there you don't want, it's not worth letting them affect your brand. Okay? So you want to keep your wall very, very clean. Another thing on your profile, you'll notice in some Facebook profiles there's side boxes. Okay? There's little sidewall boxes. Down here you see on mine, I got a YouTube badge, I got my blog feed, I got help raise meals for kids. I'm not going to get into a lot of detail on here, but there's a million things you can post on your Facebook sidewall. Easiest thing is to start taking note of what other people are posting and find stuff that works for you, find stuff that you like. It's a way to personalize your wall. It actually adds a little bit of authority. How many of you guys right now have never posted anything unique on your sidebar Facebook wall? Okay? It's the majority of people on Facebook. So the ones that have it, guess what? People sit there and go, how'd they get that there, right? It automatically puts you above the majority of people on Facebook when it comes to Facebook credibility. So I'd recommend putting some things on your Facebook sidewall, and again, just keep note. Most of them you can click on and figure out how they put it there. If someone is interested in your porch, okay, some of you guys are taking pictures of me and sending me Facebook messages right now. Okay, I saw that pop up. You guys are all going to do it like right now. The whole train. Okay. If they're interested in your porch, they're going to click on your info tab. You guys know what I mean by info tab? Okay. Here's my question. When they click on your info tab, what does it say? If I read that, how am I going to? About you. Am I going to read that and think you're an authority, you're an expert, you're an interesting person, you're honest, you're trustworthy? Am I going to relate to you? The key word on your info tab is relate. It is what? Relate. Okay, you need to relate to as many people as possible on your info tab, which means fill it out. It's so easy to relate. I mean, music. Put a lot of it out there, okay? I mean, and put what's truthful, but I'd put what's truthful in a wide variety of topics. Does that make sense to everybody? Because that casts your net wider so you can relate with more individuals. Your music, your television, right? Your profession. Your bio is the most important thing. I know for some of you it's weird, right? Maybe you're like, I don't have a bio of myself. Who am I? You guys, you got to understand. Our job as marketers, as what? Is to manage other people's perceptions. That's what we do in marketing. In marketing, we manage other people's perceptions. Here's what's so great about the web. You get to create what those perceptions are, don't you? You guys, take the time to craft your bio. It takes a couple hours to set all this stuff up. We want to do that. After your info tab, wall, interesting. Right? Info tab, wow, this person's intriguing. Most people are going to click next their photos. You guys, this is common sense stuff. Because I guarantee you, as a Facebook user, when you go to someone's wall, first thing you see is their photo, then you see their wall. If you're interested, you click their info, what's this person about, and then you dive into their photos. Who's done that before? You guys, look around the room. So do your prospects. So do your prospects. Okay? When you go to your photos, a picture is worth what? What do your pictures say right now? I'm going to give you guys this list. You guys can write these down. Simple recommendations of photo galleries I would create on your Facebook profile. Okay? These are strategic photo galleries. You don't have to put all of them up there, but it gets your mind going in that direction. My family. Is that important to have on your photo gallery? If you want to relate to people who have what? And most do, okay? Travel and lifestyle. How many of you guys have ever been anywhere outside of your hometown? Good, we got some cultured people in here, okay? Tell people that. I know it sounds funny to go through your photos and start scanning and or taking digital pictures of everywhere you've ever been, okay? But I'm telling you, when you put all of that up in a little travel and lifestyle gallery, what does that say about you? You got to think about this. Hey, you travel, you're well cultured. Well, this person's interesting. They got a lifestyle. I'd put a gallery. Body by body challenge photos. Who think that's a pretty important, okay? Challenge photos, before and after pics. Here's an interesting thing about the challenge photos. I'm going to give you guys a tip. How many of you in this room have a before and after picture? How many of you guys know people that have before and after pictures? Get your hands on these. Step 1, get them. Step 2, post them, send them to the company. Step 3, post them to Facebook, okay? Get them, send them to the company so we have them for marketing. Post them on what? Facebook. You guys can do a couple different ways. How many of you guys are my friends? Oh, I feel so loved. Okay, the rest of you guys get out of here. Just kidding. You guys, here's some of you guys. I sent you a friend request. You haven't accepted yet. Facebook capped me. Here's the gist. Okay, when it comes to the challenge photos, when you get a photo, if I'm your friend, do me a favor and tag me on the before and after photos. Okay, tag me on the before and after photos. I'll try to gather all of these and make them available to everybody else. One thing you can also do is make sure you're a fan of the Body by Vi page. Okay. Facebook.com/visalis.bbvi. Facebook.com/visalis.bbvi. You can post links on that page, and here's my vision of where this will go. Think about everybody in the Visalis community getting trained to post before and after photos on the Body by Vi page. How many of you guys think that would be a little bit powerful? How many of you guys know how to copy and paste on a computer? Okay? So we go to the Body by Vi page. What do? Copy, right? Paste. Now you can start filling up your photo gallery. You guys, did I say the before and after pictures had to be limited to you? Did I say they had to be limited to your team? Did I say you have to know who the people are? All I said is have the what? Pictures. Okay? Have the pictures. People, how about Visalis BMWs? Have the gallery, people I've helped, mentors, Visalis events, who's taking pictures this weekend, okay? Me with influencers, mobile uploads, Visalis images. These are some examples. One individual in the room, and I don't know if he's in the room right now. Do I have Eddie Citron in the room, just out of curiosity? Is Eddie in the room? Eddie, stand up if you are. I don't know if he's in the room. I want to give him some props. I know he's here this weekend. I think he's here this weekend. I've never met Eddie in person, but he's my Facebook buddy, okay? Eddie's done, and I watch, guys. I watch who's getting traction online when it comes to Visalis, who's engaging, who's getting results. You guys, Eddie's done, and I don't even know where he's from. He can sit down here. How many of you guys know who Eddie is? Is anybody? Okay, Jacksonville. There you go. Okay, Eddie's done an amazing job. View photos of Eddie, okay? He's done an amazing job. He went through the training, right? He has real people, real results. 35 different before and after photos. I guarantee you he doesn't know all of them. Right? Well, he must be at the event because there's pictures of the event getting loaded right there. Beamer Fever, 28 different BMW photos. Eddie's gone to everybody's Facebook profiles, copied the photos, created the galleries. He's getting massive traction online because he was smart enough to put them all in his photo gallery. Does this make sense to everybody? Right? So very, very simple things. You want to just take the time to do this. Outside of photos, last tab I would talk about on the profile will be videos. Okay? Here's the thing about videos. Videos bridge instant credibility. They bridge what? Instant credibility, okay? Thing about videos is just do them. Just what? Do them. A lot of people don't take photos or don't take pictures because they're afraid they got to be perfect or you guys, social media world, it's all about real. It's about authentic. The worse you are, the better it is, okay? Let you guys off the hook. It's a matter of being conscious about this. And I would recommend making the investment, okay, of a smartphone, something that takes pictures and ideally video, most do these days, and install the Facebook application on your phone. I know some of you guys are like, oh my God. Have your 11-year-old do it for you and show you how to do it, okay? I'm serious. You know I am. How many of you guys have a Facebook application on your phone right now? Amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm telling you, if you haven't done this, guys, it's worth money to you. I'm not going to tell you to do things that aren't about building your business worth money to you. Okay, so we are creating our brand. We're creating our what? Brand. That's the key. Number 2, we want to focus on building our list. Once we're set up correctly, you know what? One more thing I'm going to tell you guys is this is a pain to do. Once you set up your brand, protect it. Do what? Protect it. This is Facebook trickery here. Okay, on your profile page, under Friends. You guys see where I am over here under Friends on the sidebar? See this little pencil thing? Click the pencil. You guys are going to write this down because it's complicated. Okay, click the pencil. Change visibility settings. Go down to where it says See My Friend List. Select Custom Edit. Friends, pencil, change visibility settings. See My Friend List. Custom Edit. Select only me. Facebook makes this complicated because Facebook doesn't like the fact that you can hide your network. The whole concept of Facebook is they want everybody's network open so their network builds, okay? But they have recently enabled this. They just buried it in all that navigation, okay? What this allows you to do is hide your friend list from everybody else. Really important in our world, okay? If any of you guys ever gone to my Facebook profile like, I can't see Blake's friends, okay? That's it. You want to go out there and click, 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 like I just said. Only me. You're the only one that can view your network. So now that we got our brand built, and now that we're going to start building our list, building our what? List. Your list is protected. You guys, that's like $1 million idea. Trust me on that one. Because I'm going to teach you how to leverage everybody else's network. I don't want them leveraging yours, okay? Okay, so we're building our list. Okay, when it comes to building our list, we're going to go through this pretty quickly. This is where most of your time is going to go. The Facebook profile, setting up that, guys, is pretty simple. It'll take you a couple hours. The hardest part is just go finding all your pictures. I mean, that's really the hardest part. Find your pictures, write in your bio. Dedicate a weekend, right, late evenings, whatever, just to get it set up. Once it's set up, okay? Most of your time is going to go into step 2, list building. 10 years ago, I got started. They said, okay, first thing you got to do is make a really big list. Write down everybody you know, right? Here's a memory jogger of like a gajillion questions. Keep writing. Here's your med compensation book. Write. I don't know that person's phone number. I don't know that person's email. Never know I'm going to find that person. Can't remember most of the people in our life. That was network marketing, guys, just a few years ago. Think about this. Because our industry is so being redefined right now, it's never been this simple as long as you're willing to take the initiative. Here's our edge. Most people don't take the what? Initiative. When it comes to building your list, guys, Facebook's the ultimate list builder. It is the ultimate memory jogger. It's the most powerful memory jogger I have seen in my 11 years in this industry, if you know how to use it. Okay? First thing you want to do on Facebook is get everybody you know added to your friends list. Facebook is your living, breathing, dynamic list. That's all it is. When your friends on Facebook is your what? List. And let me preface this by saying, guys, this is an assumption I'm sure you guys made. Everything I'm teaching you from a business perspective. Does that make sense? I'm not here to teach you how to keep in touch with your grandma on Facebook. That is okay. Okay? No, that's okay. Facebook's a social tool. A lot of us in this room use it as social tools. Personally, I'm teaching you how to use this to make you money and promote the challenge. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so I want you to understand this going in, okay? So it's your list. Your goal is to build your list. Everybody you've ever met in your life needs to be a friend on Facebook. It's your dynamic list. Easiest way to do this, Facebook has a friend finder. Instead of showing you, I'm going to tell you. You guys want to write this thing down. Log in, left sidebar, friends. Click friends. Okay, click Find Friends. Friends, and then click what? Find Friends. Right there in the middle is a little friend finder. How many of you guys have used Facebook's friend finder? Okay. First thing you want to do is upload your entire email address book. You can upload it right there. It imports. How many of you guys have a BlackBerry? Okay. BlackBerry, they have a BlackBerry application. Once you install the Facebook application on your BlackBerry, it's amazing. One click, boom, sucks every phone number out of your cell phone. Searches the entire Facebook database and tells you how many people are right there on Facebook. Send one button, boom, you add them all as friends. Okay? I don't know if they've installed that on iPhones. Does anybody know if you can do that yet? I think it's not up there yet. Okay. about the droid. Yeah. Hey, let me know if you guys know how to do that, because I know the only thing right now, I'm sure they'll put it up there, but that will be the section it will be when it goes live. Okay, so we load up that. Here's another little $1 million secret. On that same section, there's a little link. It says upload contact file. Okay, same section, there's a little link. It says upload contact file. How many of you guys are familiar with Microsoft Excel? Again, if you're not, talk to an 11-year-old. And I'm not being, sarcastic. I'm serious. So friends find friends. I recommend gathering every email you've ever had in your life and putting it on a Microsoft Excel file. You're going to want to save it as a .csv. Stands for comma separated values. If you know how to save a file, it's here's your file on Microsoft Excel. Save as .what? CSV. It's a file type. Okay. What that allows you to do is then upload that file into Facebook. Facebook will search this entire database for emails that are in Facebook, and it'll tell you automatically how many people you have on Facebook that you know. Click Add, boom. Okay? Easiest way, you guys, this makes emails golden. I will caution you this, it's a little quirky on Facebook. Sometimes it'll cap you at 500. Just keep doing the process until it doesn't let you add any more people. Can we do this? Okay? That, you guys, and it works, okay? It's the easiest way to do this. Where do you have emails? Where do you have emails? Business cards. Who has drawers full of business cards you're never going to call? Okay. But on the business card are what? Upload them up. Emails, directories, right? Lists, rosters. I'm not talking about random emails. I'm talking about emails of people you what? Know. Okay, that's the key thing. Warm market, email and address book. Add your influencers. You guys need to make a list before you leave this weekend of everybody in your life who has been a major influencer. You can go all the way back. Go all the way back to high school. Who was the quarterback of the football team? Who was the head of the cheerleading squad? Who was the student body president? Who was the, who was that social, whatever. Some of you guys are like, oh, God. Yeah. Write their names down. Find them on what? Okay? Think jobs, careers you've had, people, anybody who's an influencer, go find them on Facebook. Once you add your influencers, go look at their, because if you find the influence of your high school, guess what you find? You find their whole high school. You guys, I know this. Go find your class president, you'll find your whole high school. Class presidents are in charge of putting together what? Reunions. Guess what they're using today to put together reunions? We'll go there. The answer, she asked, what do you do when you hear 5,000 cap? The answer is create a fan page, which we'll go over. Most of you guys in the room, I know, are not at the 5,000 cap. That's step one. Okay, so that's what we want to get to. Good question. Okay, so friends and close friends. Last thing, lifestyling. You guys continue to meet people. I'm joking around about the malls, but the reality is, when we are out, we should be talking to people. Correct? Facebook's the new business card. I'll be honest with you guys. If you need business cards, they give you a professional manner. But I'm telling you, when I exchange business cards, I exchange Facebook names. If you want to know what I really do? I really go there right now on my phone, and I go find them on Facebook and send them a request. Okay? That's how you should be meeting people. You know what's funny? It's a social conversation. It's the easiest thing to do. It's like, it's even easier than asking for a business card. Say, hey, you on Facebook? It's like, I feel cool asking that question. Go find them on Facebook. Add them as your what? You're building your what? Guys, you can do that to so many people every single day. Your list should be growing every single day. Last thing, I'm going to talk about building your list. You need to do this. You guys, if you do that, your list should absolutely expand. Last thing, this is a little more technical, but this is going to expand you outside your warm market, which is Facebook search. Okay, Facebook, when you log in on the upper top, there is what's called a Facebook search bar. See it up there on the top. You can search the entire platform of Facebook for what we call keywords. Keywords are, you guys know when you go to Google? The words you type, those are keywords. They're things people are going to be posting or searching for or looking for. That's the concept of a keyword. Now our goal, here's our goal. We're adding prospects. We're adding what? Now let me make this very clear to everybody. Okay. I've done this training a few times, and people are like, Blake, I added like 2,000 people, and I didn't get any new customers. Well, how many of them are already ViSalus distributors? Well, like all of them. It's awesome. Guys, let me be very clear on this one. You're building your list of prospects. Okay, just want to make sure this is important. There is a place for a few ViSalus distributors. I love that everybody loves everybody. There's a place for this. I'm going to go into it. But the majority of your personal list should be people that you're trying to get into your business, okay? Not people that are already in, okay? You guys, I'm serious on this one, okay? I've watched a lot of people do this. Okay, so we added our list. When we're adding prospects, would it make, some people say, should I just go add everybody? Well, you could do that. But if you had the ability, right? Let me ask you guys this, right? If you had an ocean of 400 million fish and that ocean was absolutely never ending, or you can condense that down to, I don't know, 100,000 fish in a pond, which would you rather fish in? Relevant prospects. Relevant prospects. Don't just add everybody on Facebook. Add relevant prospects. Meaning, your target demo. Who are we looking for? Who? I know we cannot prejudge. We never know. But you guys, we got to narrow down 400 million people into something. That's what marketing does. So who's our target profile? Okay? Think about this. Here's some categories you can search. I would start every search by sorting by geography. See, you guys, this is geometric targeting. You can target your prospects based on where they live. How many of you guys would rather just find people in your own backyard? Yeah, great. How many of you guys would rather find people in maybe some hot markets that are growing? Great. Just go and type in at the start of your search the city or state. Now you're geo-targeting. And then add whatever you're looking for. Here's some categories to get your mind going. Weight loss. If people are a part of a weight loss group or a weight loss page, what are they interested in? Okay, would that be what we call a targeted prospect? Okay. Diets. Here's a big one that most people don't search for. Camps. How many of you guys have heard lately there's a lot of camps, fitness camps, weight loss camps? Ton of camps. Fitness, gyms, personal trainers, nutrition, personal growth, entrepreneurs, home-based business. You can't just search these words. We got to start getting creative. We're marketers. We're what? Marketers. I'm giving you guys broad concepts. You're going to get creative as there's never-ending stuff. Okay? Take the concepts and chunk them down into searches you might find. So if we took the category of gyms, we might then now search for what? Literally, what would we search for? Gold's Gym? Anytime Fitness? You guys think your own backyard. What's down the street? Yeah. I'm telling you, we go right now and search for Orlando 24-hour fitness. We'd probably find a whole bunch. Okay, so that just narrowed 400 million people down to people that live in Orlando and people that actually go to the gym. Those are what we call targeted what? Prospects. You guys, that's the whole key here. What you're looking for when you do the search, okay, on the left sidebar, it's going to ask you what you want to look at. And the things that we're most interested in are going to be groups. They're going to be what? Groups and pages. Groups are groups of people. Pages are fan pages or individuals. Search and then go through all the groups and all the what? Pages. Okay? That's it. I mean, and go through them. Some of them are great searches. You got to keep doing this. I know some of you guys are like, you keep your keywords all silent and secret. All right? Because you don't want anybody else to search them. You guys, there's so many keywords we can find. Just out of curiosity, has anybody found maybe a niche that I haven't mentioned, I haven't thought of, that they'd be willing to share? Just shout it out. I mean, just what you're searching. Special Forces. Okay, great. Awesome. P90X. Great one to target. Give me any other specific keywords that people have gotten creative. Just go ahead and shout them out. Home parties. Okay. I'd be curious what search was coming up, but home parties. What else? You see what I mean by this? You got to be relevant, right? You might end up at a high school keg party. You just don't know. MLM, broad category. You can search MLM, but you might want to search, I don't know, a name of a company. I shouldn't even say this. This would be like horrible. The name of an owner of a company, because they're probably friends with everybody in the. That's why I hide my list. Okay. You guys getting this? Go find Tony Robbins. Go search Tony Robbins. Look through his page. You find everybody loves Tony Robbins. Go search fitness personalities. Go search. Name a fitness personality out there besides Forbes Riley. You guys search them. Go at all the people. Go search Jenny Craig. Everybody there wants to do what? You guys, it's never ending. Never ending. Okay? You need to do this every single day. Here's the rule when it comes to building your list. Invest 1% a day. It's 14 minutes a day. 1%, 14 minutes. 14 minutes a day needs to go into building your what? List. You guys, this is where your time goes. Every single day. You will start getting traction. Okay, I've been studying this stuff, guys. You will start getting traction when your friends list gets over 2,000 people. How many of you guys right now have some friend adding to do? You're not at 2,000 people yet, okay? People go, Blake, I have so many friends. I have 292 friends. Guys. My mom's in the room. Mom, how many friends do you have on Facebook? My mom has 400 friends, right? This is their first Facebook training, okay? You guys, come on. You need at least 2,000. Here's why. Okay, Facebook's getting so popular. Every time you throw a post out, it's like airing a commercial. Okay, it's one commercial. If you were running a commercial campaign, would you run one 20-second commercial? Think about this, because you're only going to hit the people that happen to be sitting there, happen to be watching, that happen to be paying attention. Those are the only people you see out of all the people that watch that channel. You guys get the gist? When you get over 2,000, you start to get enough eyeballs that when you post something, it's actually hitting enough people to make a difference. Here's your ultimate goal in brand building and list building. Here's your ultimate goal. People think, do you have to have a gajillion friends? There's an article out there. You guys can search it on the internet. It's called 1,000 True Fans. It's worth reading. Okay? It's by Kevin something. It's on a tech website. 1,000 True Fans. It's a whole study done on people using internet marketing to build. It's really done studying different musicians and music personalities. And what they figured out is you only need 1,000 true fans to go out there and really make a living in the music industry or any business that you're in. So I want you guys to keep this in mind. You think about it, 1,000 true, what's a true fan? A true fan is someone that really engages in what you say. A true fan is someone that, in the music world, if you launched an album, they would buy it. If you think about it, guys, do the math. If you have 1,000 true fans, and out of those 1,000 true fans, you make $100 a year, right, off 1,000 true fans, how much do you make? How much do you make? 100 times 1,000. Okay. How much is it? $100,000. You guys, hey, most people, $100,000 is a good full-time living. You're not rich, but that's $100,000 a year off how many true fans? 1,000. Here's the whole secret. Build your brand to identify with somebody or something. Don't be everything to everybody. Identify your brand. You're not looking for everybody. You're only looking for what? 1,000 true fans. You're only looking for 1,000 people that care about what you say. Here's what's cool. Everybody in the room has their own personality, their own thing to say, and everybody in the room is going to identify with a different 1,000 true fans. Does that make sense to everybody? So we all build our brands. Then we all build our what? List. We keep building our list. We keep building our list. We keep building our list. If people delete you, cool. They just weren't one of your what? Fans. Clears up your profile to add more. I wish people would delete me so I can put the better people back on, right? Keep cycling them so that way you can find your 1,000 true fans. You guys, that's your initiative here. You only get there if you build your list daily. 1% a day is how many minutes? 14 minutes, okay? That's the gist when it comes to building our list. Let's go on to step number 3, engage your list. Step number 3, engage your list. I got to move forward. I promise you. I'll post all of these, guys. It's just I want to go into the main event. Engage your list. Here's what's throwing traditional finance and corporate America, they're just going nuts over this. Most people in business, they're taught ROI, ROI, ROI. Return on what? It's hard to figure out an ROI on engagement. It's hard to figure out an actual linear, quantifiable return on investment of your time when it comes to social media. So there's a whole new metric coming out, guys, called basically return on engagement. Return on what? Engagement. This is about engagement. How can we get people, engaging in you? There's a value to it. Okay? There's a value to it. And this is the world that we're going into. Okay? So we want to focus on engagement. We do that, okay, through very simple messaging. Good messaging is 3 things in this world. It's simple, compelling, consistent. If it's not simple, people aren't going to read it. How many of you guys have ever seen someone post something that's like their status post was so long, like didn't even fit in the status bar, right? And like dot, dot, dot. Who read that full thing? You guys people don't read it. Again, we're taught all day long, delete, distort, what's relevant. That's what we do naturally. It's got to be simple. It's got to be compelling. Does it grab me? It's got to be consistent. Simple, compelling, and over, and over, and over, and over, and over, and over, and over again. Okay? Here's the key thing when it comes on engaging an audience. You're the expert. You're the what? You are the expert. Some of you guys are like, Blake, what am I an expert in? Whatever you want to be an expert in. It's your profile. It's your brand. You're managing their perception of you. Automatically, right now, you guys, what does it take to become an expert? Those are all great answers, but I'm just going to be direct with you guys. It doesn't take any of that, okay? It doesn't take any of that. It takes a good picture, a good bio, and good posts, okay? You don't have to know what you're talking about, know anything about it. You guys are just being real. But if you get that right, guess what you all of a sudden become? You guys, I'm going to ruin your perception of people out there. Because once you see this stuff, you're just going to like, man, you're going to see stuff like, wow, that person, no, they just had a good Facebook profile. They're not any more important than you, right? They probably don't know anything more, right? You guys, that's it. That's what brand building is. Here, magic wand. You guys feel that? No, do you feel that? Like, you guys feel that? You all just became immediate experts. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Amazing. Amazing. Amazing things happening in here, okay? Be an expert in something, right? Be a maven. You want to build trust. When you're posting, when you're engaging, take the tone of the teacher. You're teaching, you're teaching, you're teaching, you're teaching, you're teaching. It's a different tone. When you're posting, talk like how you would talk to your students, your kids, your team. Put yourself in an authority role. Because if you put yourself in an authority role, people are going to look at you like an... Immediately, guys, immediately. Couple things when it comes to engaging people. So we're the expert, we're the maven. First thing we can do is we can create our own content. Okay? We can learn to create our own content. Here are your different mediums of engagement on Facebook. Most popular is a status post. Status post is what you put in a little bar that posts to everybody. For those of you guys newer at Facebook, every time you post anything to Facebook, it comes up on the home page of every one of your friends. This is the power of this. Every time you post, it's on the home page of every one of your friends. Status post is the most common. Photos, do them. Photos what? Do them. You guys, I'm telling you, it's just getting conscious. People always go, Blake, you must spend like all day long in front of a computer. Guys, I'm never in front of a computer. Right? I'm bouncing around the country 15, 20 days a month. No, I'm on my phone. I'm telling you, get good at taking pictures. Pictures worth what? People look at pictures. You guys know this stuff. It's simple things. When you're scrolling down your homepage, what's your eyeball go to first? The status post or the photo? Photo. Okay? I got it, Lindsay. Vinet mobile blog. Set it up. If you haven't learned how to set this up, guys, this makes it very easy. Go into Vinet. Right there under your profile photo, it says connect Vinet to Twitter. Okay? Very simple. Set up a Twitter account. Go into Facebook. Search Twitter. I'm going to say this one more time. Vinet. Right underneath your picture, it says connect Vinet to what? Twitter. That's going to make everything you send to Vinet go to your Twitter account. When you log into Facebook in the search bar, search Twitter, and there's an application you can install that sends everything from your Twitter to your Facebook. So what happens is whenever you take a picture or a status post and you send it to your Vinet email, some of you guys don't realize how this works yet, do this. I'm going to teach you why in a minute. It's how you measure. You take a photo. Send as email. Send as what? Email. Send it to your Vinet mobile blog email. It's right there when you log in. So you're going to want to save your email to your phone address book. Everybody got this? Send as email. Whatever you put in the subject line is your status post. Whatever you put in the subject line is your status post. When you press send, that'll hit Vinet, the whole community feed. It'll also go to your Twitter. Everybody in your Twitter follow also goes to your Facebook in one simple post. Okay? I want you guys to understand we're the only company with this type of technology. I'm going to show you guys some things in a few hours here that are going to take it to a whole other level. But you need to make sure you're able to use this on your phone, mobile blog. Events. Here's another way to engage an audience. You should set up a Facebook event for every single event you have. You guys, everywhere I'm going these days, I go to a market. I won't go to the market unless I tell the leaders, I go, can you please set up a Facebook event, make me the admin? Every market that I'm going to, I'm getting an extra 5, 10 people just from Facebook status posts showing up. Powerful, okay? Set up a Facebook event, every event that you have, and start inviting people. It's a way to engage everybody. Videos we talked about, just do them, just what? You guys, before you leave this weekend, if you don't have a video camera, find someone that does. Take a video of yourself on stage. Right? Have someone sit there with the big backdrop and the big lights, right? Pretend like the room is full. It can be an hour after the event's over, right? And sit there and pretend like you're giving a message, a testimony, something. You guys realize what that video would be worth to you? Do you guys understand this? You guys, are we marketers in the room or what? You guys better take videos next to the BMWs. You better take videos next to the Bodybuilding Champions. You better take videos next to the big magazine. I'd be posting live from videos. Videos make you an instant credibility. Most people are scared just to record themselves and post it on the internet. So the ones that do get instant respect. Think about it. Just out of curiosity in the room, how many of you guys actually saw at least one of my Vitality videos? Look at it. I mean, simple videos. I did 10 videos in 20 minutes. Sat there, record, boom. Reached tens of thousands of people. You guys, that's what you want to do. You want to engage with videos. Last thing are notes and blogs. You can create your own content. You guys, you'll get better at this. I don't even recommend starting here. For those of you guys like, man, how do I create content? I'm going to go on and go to number 2. Second option is you can go out there and find content. This is going to take extensive R&D. And by R&D, I mean the entrepreneurial creative definition of R&D, which stands for rip off and duplicate. Okay? How many of you guys have ever played music before? Learned an instrument? Let me ask you guys, when you started playing an instrument, did you instantly start composing your own orchestra? Or did you learn how to play what? Other songs first. Same thing here. You're learning a new instrument. Play other music first. It helps you get in the rhythm of this. Okay? I'm going to teach you how to R&D and come off like an expert immediately leaving here this room without learning one thing. Okay, here we go. Follow myself, Nick, Ryan, all your upline mentors, any other mentors you have. Okay? Add them on Facebook. I would add them on Twitter as well. Here, I'm going to give you guys an instant little thing. I'd add them on Twitter. Twitter gives you an option to have every time they post go straight to an SMS message on your cell phone. So that way you don't always have to be engaged. You can have all the messages come straight to your what? Cell phone, okay? Vitalis distributors, add a few of them. Vinet community is a huge library. You guys, inside Vinet, every single piece of photo or video has a share button. All you got to do is click what? Share. You don't have to come up with one piece of creative anything. Log in. Here's the best thing. What's Vinet? A library. That's what Vinet is. Vinet's the most powerful resource. It's a library. It's a library of relevant content. Because everything in Vinet is about what? Everything in Vinet is about what? Vitalis. It's all videos, posts, right? You don't have to know the people. Just click share. It's a library of content. Twitter is an amazing tool to get content delivered to you. How do you become an instant expert? Go follow people who match your brand. Think about this. Think of the brand you want to build for yourself. Who's someone in mainstream media, mainstream expert, that is similar to that brand? Shout their name out. Think of the person who would you like to emulate? Who would you like to become? Think anybody in the world. Think about it. Go to Twitter. Follow them on Twitter. Then click send to cell phone. Every time they post, it comes to your what? Cell phone. All you got to sit there is, oh, I didn't like that one, didn't like that, I like that one. Copy, paste, send. You guys, come on. In school, they used to reprimand you for copying. Okay? In the real world, you achieve massive results a whole lot faster if you copy. Okay? I want you to understand this stuff. You like facts? You like quotes? Just go follow people on Twitter that post facts and quotes. Every time you post a quote that you like, copy, paste. Send it off to your Facebook. Send it off. You guys, this is how you become an instant expert. You should have at least 5 people that you follow, guys, that you think have good content, okay? And just go out there and add them on Facebook and so forth. That's the focus. YouTube's a great questions, facts, articles, etc. Here's a thing that I recommend doing on Facebook is creating a good content list. Little secrets. Okay, on Facebook, when you go to friends, you can go to create a friend list. create a list of individuals who you think post good content. When you click on that list, it's only going to show you those people. So instead of having to see everybody on your Facebook, you only have to see those people. How many of you guys like the R&D theory? Okay, you guys, that's what this is about. Okay, a couple of things I'm going to go through quickly here. Posting dues, blend personal, social, business. Okay, all you guys don't want to be any one, you want to be all of it. Be transparent and authentic, and I'll post these slides, guys, because we have to go through them quickly. Post your personal challenge stories. I'm on day whatever. Other people's stories. Here's probably the most powerful one on here. Recognize other people on the challenge. Hey, congratulations so-and-so for doing this. Please help me welcome so-and-so to the challenge. You guys, here's what this does. It's social. It's what? Social. It's not a pitch, it's not a direct, it's not a buy this, it's hey, help me welcome, hey, congratulations. But what you're doing is you're telling people all the time that there's activity going. Does that make sense to everybody? Because I'm telling you, that's probably a huge, huge thing. Share lifestyle, ask questions. We're going for engagement here. We're going for what? If you want people to reply, ask them a what? Simple thing, okay? Use humor, stick to your brand, post consistently. Here's some don'ts. You guys don't make it sales pitch, sales pitch, sales pitch, sales pitch, sales pitch. Don't attack people on Facebook. Don't post clutter on other people's walls. Don't waste your posts. Don't sit there getting coffee. Who cares? Okay? You're wasting your brand. Does that make sense? You guys, you post irrelevant stuff, you're training people to ignore you. Just being real with you. You're training people to ignore you. Post good content. Don't argue with people. Don't argue. I know it's tempting. When you type it, just delete, okay? It's easier just to delete them, okay? Here's the cool thing about Facebook. You can delete everything, okay? Don't argue. Don't express negative emotion. Don't be a social schizo. Here's what I mean by that. Don't, like, one day, you're the weight loss champion. Next day, you're the tax king, right? Next day, you're the real estate, da-da-da-da. Next day, people are like, what? You guys, pick a brand and stick to it. Most important thing on engagement, play team. This right here is the single most important thing that will engage people in your audience, okay? We want to play team when it comes to Facebook. What does that mean? Here's where you want to have yours as a part of your list. You guys, this is it. I'm going to tell you right now, this is it. This is the golden nugget right here. Have a core group where you guys support each other every single post. Your job of your core group is every time someone posts, comment. Every time someone posts, do what? Comment. Like and comment. Now, are you commenting because you want that person to feel good? Are you commenting for that person who posted? No. Who are we commenting? Who are we speaking to? The what? You guys, because who sees that comment string? Think about this. I'm telling you guys, oh my gosh, okay? Every time you post, you want people saying, man, amazing quote. I love your stuff. You're such a leader. Great job. You want to be building people up. Build each other up, build each other up, build each other up. Because all of their list is watching that. You guys can help each other close everybody on your whole Facebook prospecting list. All you did is get good at this every single time someone posted. You guys, that's the power of this. It's third-party endorsement. If you want to make this very easy, create a play team list. You got your good content list? Create a play team list. Go out there and help the people in your group. Find a couple people in your group, create them on a list, and every time they post, just go through and comment, 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 comment. I'm going to give you guys this is almost like unfair advantages right here. I call it a Facebook team attack. Is that a bad name? Okay. How many of you guys have those couple prospects on your chicken list? Right? You guys are liars. You all know you have them, okay? Take and teach this. Take everybody on your chicken list and go suggest them to your uplines. Suggest as friends, suggest as friends, suggest as friends. Suggest them to a couple people in your team. Suggest as friends, suggest as friends, suggest as friends. Most people on Facebook accept every friend request they get. Here's what happens. All of a sudden, one day, they're going through their Facebook wall. Day is normal. All of a sudden, a week later, what's this body by vi thing? What's this body by vi thing? What's this body by vi thing? All of a sudden, a week later, what's this challenge? What's this challenge? What's this challenge? Look at that picture. Look at that result. All of a sudden, they're like, what the heck? This thing is absolutely exploding. They don't realize that just 10 of you all added the same person and are posting the same thing. They have no idea
Please do it, guys. That is the media buying equivalent of buying the ad on the back of the cereal box, the radio spot on the drive-in, right? The television on the lunch break, right? The movie, you guys, it's the equivalent media buy of doing all of that to hit them 7 times in one single day. You can do it right there on your Facebook wall by just working together. And you guys, it has the same effectiveness. Probably even more effectiveness because they don't look at it as advertising, they look at it as social recommendation. Oh, please do this. Okay. Engagement's a two-way street, which means, guys, when you post out, right, you got to comment, you got to engage. Last thing is follow a system. Everything that I talked to you about today is, you guys, it's not an in addition to, it's not an exception to, it's an in addition of, right? It's the same system. People always ask me, what do I do when they get them that's interested? Same thing. Follow the steps. Someone comments, what's this all about? Send them a message. Call this number. Check out the videos on this website. Great. Then follow up with them, invite them to your what? Challenge party. If they're in an area where you're not there, invite them to somebody else's challenge party. If they're in an area that's brand new and there is no challenge party, send them the overview.visalis.com link and let them watch the challenge party, okay? But the system is always the what? Same, right? The system is always the same. As we wrap up here, guys, I want a couple people to share some stories. And I know we got to get over there, but, they'll start late anyway. And you guys, here's the reality. We're always looking for rock stars. You guys, the way we learn this stuff is we figure out what's actually working, and we want to give you the best tools that's actually working. I want a couple people that are killing it on Facebook to give you some actual real-life examples and recommendations, add to anything that I said. So you guys just give a huge round of applause. Can I get Rhonda Lucero up here, Matt Britton up here, and James Cardova up here? I think they gave me a microphone. They don't remember what I did with it. There we go. So anything, you guys, we went through the steps. Anything you want to add? You guys, these guys are killing it. They're building an entire organization off these exact steps. So anything you want to add and so forth.
Basically, Blake taught me everything about Facebook, and I took action about a year ago, and I just had to sit down while I was in here, still learning more, and I had to write all my stats down, and I actually posted them on your wall, too. I just duplicated everything, that Blake told me and just started telling stories and then taught my team how to do it. 187 customers, 39 distributors, 6 BMWs off of Facebook. Only 3 of those people, my husband and I knew we had reconnected with. 3 of them we did not know at all. These people are watching you. You have no idea who is out there. Stay consistent. Keep posting. Right now, between myself and 2 of the gals that I basically have trained or whatever, we're doing over 15,000 a month in customers.
Wow. And you guys catch that? Between you and how many people?
2 other gals.
Her plus 2 off Facebook.
Yeah, in customers. Yeah. I have a couple people in the room just to stand up. Heather, to stand up real quick, met her on Facebook. She lives in New Mexico. A month ago, started as a customer, upgraded ESS. Lost 25 pounds in 4 weeks, and I guys got to tell you real quick because I know we're running out of time, but she did not give up getting to Vitality. Her husband's deployed. She has 2 sets of twins at home. He came back for her so she could come to Vitality, and she sold jewelry in her home so she could buy her plane ticket to get here. You just never know. Honestly, you never know, and absolutely love her. So people are watching you. Do everything that Blake is telling you guys to do, and go out and get it done.
Give it up for Rhonda, guys.
Real quick, April 1st, Blake says, James, you need to share stories, and you need to get over 2,000 friends on Facebook. I did that. I had results. The big thing for me is when you have a customer that signs up, help them have an experience. With our products, people can have experience the first week. They just need to use it. Shake a day, 2 shakes a day, ViPack, whatever it is. Then when they have that experience, guess what? Ask them to post it on your wall. Well, guess what? I'm here in Vitality having a great time. I got all my customer posting their results. Other people are seeing their results. They're like, what is this Vi thing? What is the Body by Vi challenge? How do I get involved? And that is that simple. So share, share, share. People will see results. The great thing is somehow, I don't know how this happened, similar to Rhonda's story,
I had a gentleman, him and I were the only friends. I don't know how we connected. We didn't have any friends in common. He gets on the challenge. He lost 32 pounds. His wife lost 10 pounds. He showed up to the challenge party the other night. The next morning, he's in ESS. Now he's finishing off his vacation, going to do his first challenge party next week. And so it's that simple. We don't know who we're going to impact. But the big thing is we have something very, very huge here. We will change people's lives. We will affect the world. And it's really our responsibility to go out there, share our stories, have other people share their stories, because we're going to take over the entire globe very soon. And thank you, Blake, for your advice. This training is priceless. All I ask that you do is apply it, one step at a time. Apply it, share, and have a lot of fun.
Give it up for James, guys. Brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. Mr. Britt, new ambassador.
So, like Blake said, one of the most important things you can do is have that play team established and be incorporating that group of people into giving you social validation. So when anybody you ever bring onto the challenge, whether it's a customer or a promoter, make sure you tag them. To tag a person, you use the little @ symbol and write their name. So that instantly appears on your wall and now their wall and all of their friends. Then get your play team to all welcome that person to the challenge. Congratulate them for joining, congratulate them for taking action on their goals, and again, massive social validation. Everybody in my group, we're all, there's about 30, 40 of us that are all on Facebook. We all comment on everybody's stuff, and now that appears on thousands and thousands of people's walls repeatedly, over and over and over and over. How much do people pay for airtime during the Super Bowl? Millions. How much do we pay for airtime every single day and expose it to millions? Zero. Want to open a new market? Do it for free? How much is that going to cost you? Zero. Find people, get your group to support you and comment on stuff. It will blow you away. Since I learned about this stuff through Blake, created 2 regional directors, enrolled 7 people as promoters and 7 customers, and it's been 2.5 months, 3 months that I've been doing it. It works. It absolutely works. We are the only company in the industry that understands this.
Give it up for Matt Britt, guys. Last word I'll leave you with. Duplicate. Do what? Duplicate. Pay this forward. Teach it, you guys. Let's take over Facebook. I'll see you in the main room. Thank you, everybody.